So I know in your travels as the second gentleman of the United States, Doug, that you've been visiting a lot of vaccination clinics across the United States. And again, we've established here as well, you're a diehard sports fan, so you know what Kyrie Irving is saying and how he is, or we're trying to attempt to understand, but he is not vaccinated and appears to be still considering it. What do you say when you hear somebody with a major platform like him wondering about whether or not to take the vaccine, whether it's worth it, or a vaccine mandate is something that is anathema to him? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I would say to him what I've said to folks all over the country. Like, one, there's so much misinformation out there. So I know people need to make a decision what's best for them and their families, but do it on facts. So there's a lot of loud people out there who do have a voice, but they're basing their voice on misinformation. So I've spent a lot of time, Rich, debunking misinformation. I've done this with Dr. Fauci. We've done Instagram Lives, and we just want to make sure that the facts are out there on these vaccinations. So that's one. And again, I've traveled to 25 states, been all over the place at huge vaccination super centers, at sports arenas. I actually did a Vax event before I threw the first pitch. Mm-hmm. And it's the same thing. These vaccinations work. They are safe. They are effective. And it's literally, as you know, Rich, from your personal experience, the one thing that's really standing between you and being one of those folks in those videos that we see. And you know what they are, Rich? It's the, oh my, I wish I had taken the vaccination. Literally the last words coming out of these folks' mouths. We've seen those videos. Safe, free, effective, available. And if you, again, I'm a lawyer, so I deal in facts and evidence. So where cases are high and deaths are high and hospitalizations are high, guess what? That's where vaccinations are low. And where cases are low and deaths are low and hospitalizations are low, that's where vaccinations are high. So this is not complicated stuff. This is just basic stuff. So if we want to get back to the life that we want to get to, where we're all back to, kids are back in school, we're back in our offices, we're back in restaurants and churches and temples and sporting arenas safely, we've got to continue and complete this road to vaccination. So I'm hoping people with big platforms like that will come out in favor of vaccinations. We're encouraging them to do that. But people have a voice, and it's got to be based on facts, not misinformation. And I'm going to continue to do everything I can with this platform that I'm blessed to have to encourage folks. If you don't want to listen to me, talk to your doctor. Talk to trusted people in the community who know what's going on. And again, you don't want to be that person on your deathbed saying, I wish I would have got vaccinated. And then think about your family. Think about the pain that it's going to cause your loved ones. And you see these stories of dads with 4 and 5 kids, both parents dying. It is unnecessary and completely avoidable. So we need to do better. And I'm hoping that's what I would say to him, and I'm hoping he changes his mind and then becomes an advocate to be vaccinated.
So, before I let you go, what do you say to him and others who think that vaccine mandates are unfair and un-American? What do you say to that?
There's lots of things that we have to do as part of citizens for each other. Like, you can't drive without a driver's license. I mean, there's so many things that we're required to do that we do because we all wear seatbelts now. So there's so many things that are good for all of us that are necessary. So I'm putting aside the verbiage and the nomenclature. You just go back to whatever you want to call it. People need to get vaccinated. They work, they're effective, and it's literally the one thing standing between your deathbed or a major hospitalization. And like yourself, Rich, if you happen to get a breakthrough case, it's mitigated because you were double vaccinated. And you've talked about that publicly, and we thank you so much for doing that.
I appreciate you saying that, Doug. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.